Hi, I'm Helen.
I'm Deanna.
And I'm Whitney.
And you're watching
Word of Mouth.
Tonight I saw West Side Story.
West Side Story is basically Romeo and Juliet set in the 1950s. There's the Jets and the Sharks, and they're two feuding gangs.
The Sharks being the Puerto Rican immigrants and the Jets being the, I guess, already settled white people in the neighborhood.
What I like about the story is the love story. I mean, that's really what draws me to this story. You know, this whole musical is the love story between Tony and Maria.
Tony he's just kind of left the Jets, and he's decided that he's not for gang life and that he wants something more out of his life. So now he's working for Doc and just being sort of his handyman.
He meets Maria, who is the sister of the leader of the Sharks.
So there's a dance set up to kind of bring the two gangs together peacefully, which of course is not going to happen.
So that's one of my favorite scenes actually, because it is the dancing is unbelievable. They're doing the mambo, and there's this one part where they kind of meet eyes, and then that's it. They fall in love at that moment.
So then there's this whole big cat fight, and they're like, "Don't go after my sister, leave her alone." And he's like, "I love your sister, even though I've only known her for 10 minutes.
So right from the minute that they meet one another, you know, there's anger on each side. You know, the Sharks are angry that Tony's coming on to Bernardo's sister, and the Jets are angry that they're angry, and so there's all kinds of drama that comes out of that.
Matt Cavanaugh played Tony.
Boy, was I blown away when he first started singing. I thought he had an amazing voice.
I thought he sang very well. His acting sometimes was a little too much for me, but I thought that he was a good singer.
I wasn't completely convinced that he was in love with Maria. When he would sing, it didn't seem like he was singing to her. It seemed like he was singing to the audience.
I wasn't blown away by his performance. I didn't think it was exceptional, but he did fine.
Josefina Scaglione played Maria. She was great.
Her voice is crazy, and I know that she's a trained opera singer, and so it was fantastic.
I thought she just really played the role of this innocent, young, naive girl very well.
She's a great actress. And you usually don't get that. You usually get, you know, either a dancer and a singer, or an actress and a singer, but you never get all three, and she really is all three.
I thought the two of them together were great. I thought they were great. They sang the song where he goes up to to her balcony or the fire escape, and they sing that together. It's just like they're literally like, you know, their lips are together and they're singing, and it's amazing. It was really great.
That was a moment for me where I really forgot that I was watching a play. Like, I was just drawn into it. It was captivating. It was amazing. I really liked it.
George Akram played Bernardo, and I thought he was really good too. He had this, again, he had a great presence on stage. You know, he was very, you know, had this big dominant personality, and it really showed through.
Cody Green, who plays Riff, won Bravo's Step It Up and Dance competition. I have to admit, I watched Step It Up and Dance like religiously with my mom, and we were kind of like overly obsessed with it. We'd plan stuff around it. I love Cody Green, and he was awesome. He did not disappoint.
I thought that Karen Olivo was really great too. She has a different style of singing, and she brought a lot of flavor to her character.
She was extremely powerful. Powerful voice. Her presence on stage was amazing. Great dancer. I mean, when she was on stage, your eyes are really drawn to her.
Karen Olivo was the star of the show. She really, I thought she was great, and she has this beautiful voice. If you've ever listened to like In the Heights, you know that. She's amazingly talented. Even though you can't understand what the heck she's saying in Spanish, you can tell because of her expression and her emotion. And I thought that she was just wonderful.
A couple days ago, a friend of mine told me, "Oh, you're going to see West Side Story? It's all in Spanish." And I kind of got a little freaked out because even though I lived in Miami for 8 years, I don't know any Spanish. There were, I don't know, about 2 or 3 songs that were in all Spanish, and it was beautiful. I totally understood what was going on. I wasn't confused. It didn't make me lose any part of the story, and I thought it was a really good, addition that they made to this.
Didn't like the Spanish. Thought that was confusing, thought that was distracting. I mean, they have the English lyrics in the playbill, but you can't read it because it's so dark. And I just felt like it was lost. And if I had not known the music and I had not seen the movie, I would have just been completely confused.
You have such a strong understanding of the plot and what's happening, and just from their emotions when they're singing, you really get a sense of how they're feeling at that moment. It doesn't matter that they're singing it in Spanish or English or whatever. And even some of the other songs were sang in sort of a Spanglish. And I think that gives it more authenticity.
There's not one song in West Side Story that I don't like. Every song is absolutely beautiful.
It really draws you into the play, it draws you into what's happening, and it brings it to life. I think it's a great part of it.
I like the choreography. It's nice. I would have been mad if they had messed it up and tampered with it.
The dancing was amazing, and sometimes when there's I think everyone makes fun of West Side Story because it's like guys fighting and dancing at the same time, and I always think that, oh, watching guys dance, sometimes it's sometimes they're very effeminate when they dance, and I thought they did a very good job of being really, masculine high school dudes, even though they were dancing and twirling and jumping in the air and all that stuff.
He comes out and he's just snapping his fingers, and you're like, oh, it's West Side Story! And it's really exciting to just see that live, and it's exhilarating. They have, the rumble is, you're literally a little bit afraid that someone's going to go fly into the audience.
I loved it. I would see it again multiple times. In fact, I was saying to a friend, because they were upset, oh, you're going to go see it? I wanted to see that. Well, I'm sure I'll want to see it again, so we can go see it again.
I'd say to my friends who know West Side Story, you're not going to be upset because they don't mess with it. I'd say to my friends who don't speak Spanish, look at the lyrics first.
I would tell everyone to go see West Side Story. I mean, I love it anyway, but like I said, I've never seen it on stage, and I think that everyone would like this.
For here you are, and what was just a world is a song tonight.